Good morning on day 47, I think. So our first day out of Damascus. Well, no, actually no, we did slack packing, didn't we? I'm all over the place. Anyway, so we got dropped off this morning at the point we started slack packing 2 days ago, and yeah, we're just continuing the climb. So we're starting our day nice and easy, just climbing the second highest mountain in Virginia. So it's I think it's White Top Mountain. It's about 5,500 feet, but the trail doesn't go all the way to the summit. It goes like close and then kind of goes around and then up onto a ridge. So it won't go all the way to the top, but certainly feels like it this morning, with full pack and full resupply compared to the leisurely slack pack we did the other day. But yeah, left the hostel this morning. Had a really nice time there. It was really cool, really nice vibe. You know, plenty of places to hang out. Treehouse and Smokey were excellent hosts. So thank you to them if they ever see this. But yeah, we're only planning to do about 10 miles today, just to a big shelter that's just before the Grayson Highlands. Just because, you know, we zeroed yesterday because of a torrential storm that did materialize in the evening, and looks like there's due to be another one. So we're gonna try and get in before that hits, hunker down, and then the next few days look a lot better. Even if it is windy, but we should have good weather tomorrow. Let me get up here to enter the Grayson Highlands, where, like I've said before, they were like wild and feral ponies roaming around, and it's all like open grassland. So again, like kind of like the Roan Highlands, we should have good views. So hopefully the nice weather over the next few days after today should make for good hiking. So yeah, just need to get up this hill first and then go from there. Speak to you later. All right.
Hi.
500 miles.
Woo!
We did it. We've just started. We're only like less than a mile from the shelter, but we've just got to the 500-mile mark, which is incredible. I always thought like that. I was like, as long as I can get to 500 miles, then I won't feel embarrassed if I have to drop out. But
yeah,
now I kind of want to just keep going. But
that's good.
as you can see around us, we were expecting. I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but we were like trying to book it to the shelter to avoid a big rainstorm. And at this altitude, it wasn't rain; it was 2 inches of snow. So, yeah, managed to get a spot in the shelter. And a bunch of like day hikers all turned up, and we're drinking upstairs, and we're making a noise. And then one of them like came downstairs and stood on all my shit and like tripped and fell on someone else, and then seemed to be pissing for about 23 minutes, which is like absurd. So not the best night's sleep, especially like, the wind was blowing in and blowing snow into the shelter and rain, so everything's still a bit damp, but you know, 500 miles in good spirits. So you see this fence just behind me. We're just about to enter the Grayson Highlands, where the wild ponies are. Whether we'll see any of them in this, I'm not sure, but yeah, I hope we do, but oh well. It's we're going to enjoy this beautiful sunny day that the weather forecast says that it currently is. So all right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay, we are coming to you from the Old Orchard Shelter, which is about 11 miles from where we started. Or trail miles. As the crow flies, it's about 3 miles just over there, because the trail, again, just does like a big loop. So we've kind of gone from this loop, from this end to here, but we've done that. So we were planning to do more, planning to do like 16 miles, but again, the trail conditions are just like, we just feel so battered. Like the snow and everything this morning was like fun to walk through for a bit, and then as you got further down and it like was melting, it was just like slush and mud, and all the rainfall from the day before was still draining off the mountain, so the path was probably like 60-70% still just like a stream. So by the end of it, we were just walking in it and just getting our feet wet, because like it was kind of too late. So we basically walked as far as our feet would allow today, given the conditions. Which, you know, it's not just about like how many miles you do, it's obviously the quality of the miles as well, and how much of a toll they take on you. So you know, it wasn't like a lot of up and down and stuff. It was just the actual walking itself was difficult. So yeah, gonna stop a little earlier than we'd planned, but it's only like 4 o'clock now, so we should have time to just relax, enjoy a bit more of the evening rather than rushing to the next shelter. So yeah, but the only ones in here at the moment, so might have the place to ourselves. It might be a bit quieter than last night. But yeah, all right, I'll speak to you tomorrow then. Catch you in a bit. Good morning, day 49. It's hard to believe that tomorrow is going to be day 50, or at least I think it will be. I'll have to check my notes, but I'm pretty sure that's right. But yeah, we've just left the shelter, you can see behind me, and we are planning, well, you know, obviously our plans kind of fell through yesterday with all the rain and the trail conditions and stuff, but we're hoping today to do about 14 miles to a shelter, which in theory means that if we can get up early tomorrow and do 10 miles quickly, we might be able to catch a free shuttle operated by the town of Marion, Virginia, and get into town on Monday. Probably not to stay. We'll probably get the shuttle like back out, but it would give us a chance to resupply, maybe have a shower, you know, get some real food. But you know, that's a sort of rough plan at the moment. It might change. It was just an idea we were floating around yesterday. But yeah, starting to make more progress through Virginia. There's a long way to go. I think it's like almost like a quarter of the trail or something is in Virginia. So you know, it's weird looking at the map and it being like 260 odd miles to go to just get to Roanoke. Is it that much? Maybe less than that, but to get to Roanoke, which is where we then swap over to just northern Virginia. So that's obviously not even the end of the state. So yeah, we've got plenty to see and do before then. So let's get going. I'll speak to you in a bit. Day 50. Good morning. Can't believe it's yeah, day 50. That's pretty crazy. Like the most we've ever done is like a week before. But yeah, we come to you on a beautiful morning. It's clear. It's still a little cool, so it's perfect for hiking. We're planning to go about. Well, we've got a few options today. There's either 16 or 17 miles shelter, which is where I think a lot of the other guys we've been hiking with are going. So we bumped into them again yesterday, and they turned up at the shelter we were just at. Originally I thought they were ahead of us, but I guess we must have passed them at some point when they were in town. So I think that's where they were planning to go, so it'd be nice to hang out with them. But the other option is pushing ourselves to go 21 miles and stay at a hostel, which is on an alpaca farm, where you can meet the alpacas and it just sounds fun. But again, that is 21 miles, so we'll see how we feel. We've got a few different places we can rest and figure out what our game plan is. So yeah, and the terrain doesn't look too bad today, so it should make for good hiking. But yeah, let's go. We are just climbing out of the Mount Rogers visitor centre thing, like National Wildlife Area Centre thing, whatever it's called. And we have decided to push for our first 20-mile day to get to the alpaca farm / hostel. So we've got about 3 miles of up and down ridge walking to do before we are finally rewarded with a 6-mile downhill down to the road crossing where the hostel is. But it is incredibly hot today. I'm feeling like what's his name? Zach Brannigan in that one Futurama episode. The mind is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised. So yeah, just to get first 20-mile day. It's a bit of a push, but we've made good time so far in the first 11 or so miles. I guess just after midday. But yeah, these up and downs over these ridges is killing me, and it's very rocky, so you can't just walk. You have to watch your step, because this bit's not so bad, but back there it's just pointy 2-foot long rocks sticking out the ground you don't want to step on. But yeah, should be worth it for this for a hot shower, comfy bed. So yeah, let's get on with the climb.
Many unbearable hours later.
We made it. 21.5 miles to the alpaca farm / hostel, and I'm clearly very enthused about it. That was quite the ordeal. I don't think I will be doing another 20-mile day anytime soon, unless it's on a canal towpath made of memory foam or something. Yeah, that was tough. So we didn't get in till 6:30 or something to the hostel. We were proper hiker trash, just sitting on the concrete of the forecourt of the Sunoco petrol station or gas station, just after buying drinks, and it was so hot that I fancied buying one of those slushy things, and the cold shock of it when I just sipped some of it in the shop before going to the cash register. And I sipped it, and the coldness of it, I guess, just hit my system, and I thought I was gonna just die. I was just in thermal shock, and I just had to sit there bent double for a couple of minutes, and the lady who was on the desk was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, not really." So yeah, first 20-mile day. Let us never speak of it again. I'm going to peruse this menu now. See if I can get something. This sounds good. That sounds like what I need. God bless America.